Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Neha Hamilton, and we are covering this subject called search engine optimization. And today we are going to cover off page search engine optimization. Today we'll try to complete this topic. That's why taken this topic again on the same day. Today's lecture agenda is to make you understand that what are the strategies which are used in search engine optimization, how to create backlinks, what are the different strategies through which you can create backlinks. So this is the comparison that we were seeing in the morning, that on-page optimization is all about content building, about image optimization, about page speed, about technical optimization. Sorry. When it comes to off-page optimization, it is about link building, guest blogging, and social media. Off-page optimization embodies any effort taken outside the website to improve its search engine ranking. Outside the website means we are not talking about content, we are not talking about image, we are not talking about videos, but we are talking about uh, the links that you make, the links that you build outside your website to increase the visibility of your website, right? So we have started link building. Now we have studied some tactics. In those tactics, the first tactic that we have studied is blog directories. So these are some blog directories that you can see. You just have to go on those blog directories, and this is just an example. There are a lot and lot of blog directories which are available online. You can go there, and there are different columns. So you have to just click on the column that is relevant to your area, and you have to register yourself by entering the important information. It is very much similar to the yellow pages, which has all the businesses which are operating in a particular city. Next, we were talking about forum signatures in the morning, that they are like your virtual footprints. Virtual footprints means wherever you, this kind of question can come in exam, that what are the perfect example of virtual footprints. So you have to remember this in your mind, that we are talking about forum signatures. Footprints means wherever you leave a comment, your forum signature is going to appear, right? So that's how we are calling it virtual footprints. So I have shown you that this is how your forum signature is going to appear if you are commenting somebody, if you are tagging somebody on social media, right? So this is what will appear below your comment, right? And this will generally contain the URL where you want the user to go. It can be the home page of your blog. It can be a specific popular and good page of your blog. It can be anything. You have to choose the page where you want your blog, the reader to land. That you can choose in your forum signature. Next, we were talking about influencer marketing. So we know who are influencers. They are the popular faces of social media. Like on YouTube, we have an influencer. On Facebook, we have an influencer. On Instagram, we have influencers. On TikTok, Shilpa Shetty is very famous because she is every now and then, she with her husband, before her husband got arrested, she and her husband used to make a lot of you know small TikToks, and they used to post it. So influencers are like the popular faces on social media that helps you to increase the traffic on your website. But it is not free of cost. If you are using an influencer, then you have to pay some amount of money to the influencer so that he showcases uh, your link. He showcases your link on his social media page through comment, or he hashtags you. So it is important to pay him money, and so this is not something which is free of cost. So this is example of Beyonce, and she is giving. She's talking about Airbnb, and she has used services of BNB, and that's why she's doing it. But trust me, she's not doing it free of cost. She has taken some kind of free membership, some kind of free flights, or some amount of financial agreement has been taken place between Beyonce and Airbnb, because Beyonce is a very, very big face. Internationally, she's a pop star, international pop star. So if she is posting something on her Instagram page, then definitely that brand is sponsoring that. So uh, next, he is Shivesh17 is the profile name, and he is very famous on Instagram. And this is how he is using Asian paints, uh, to, and wherever this is written Asian paints, these are all links actually. You can go on these words and you can click on this link and you can directly land on their page. Next, this is a TikTok which is created by Shilpa Shetty, and she's talking about Livebar. So this is again a paid partnership, right? Now, the next thing that we are going to understand is called as blog commenting. After, so you have to make this thing clear that what we are understanding right now, we are understanding off-page optimization. In off-page optimization, we are studying the strategies to improve the link building of your website. We have till now studied about two different strategies through which you can attract traffic to your website. What are those? The first is blog directories, which are online directories in which you can register yourself, and sometimes people visit those directories and find out the blogs that is relevant to their interest, and then they reach that particular blog, right? You have to give your address to somebody so that somebody can find it somehow and reach it to your blog. The second is through social media, which is influencer marketing. So you hire an influencer or you do a paid partnership with an influencer by whatever means, by happy hampering, by giving them 1 year of free supplies, by giving them free movie tickets. If you're a cinema theater, give them free movie tickets, or you have to do some sort of financial agreement with that particular influencer so that the influencer showcases uh, your product, sponsor your product, and some link of your product page or e-commerce website they give on their social media page, or they create a hashtag campaign. So the third part is blog commenting. But before going on blog commenting, I am going to share a video which is related to your link building. So we are going to listen from experts that how to easily create powerful backlink, right? So this is like a very long video. So we are just going to listen the first 5 minutes of that video to get an idea of what do he wants to explain.
Links to your site. In fact, I've used the strategies I'm about to show you to get links from sites like Forbes, TechCrunch, Inc., Entrepreneur, and more. I'm Brian Dean, the founder of Backlinko. And today I'm gonna show you 9 proven link building strategies and some advanced techniques I've never heard anyone else talk about. Keep watching. We have a lot to cover in today's video, so let's get started. I started my first blog way back in 2010. Back then, spammy black hat link building was all the rage. In fact, my go-to strategies were things like article directories and link pyramids. Link pyramid? That sounds amazing. These black hat links worked okay until Google unleashed its Penguin update. This update wiped out 98% of my Google traffic literally overnight. That's when I decided to go all in on white hat SEO. And thanks to the white hat link building strategies I'm about to share with you, my organic traffic shot up like a rocket ship. I also started to rank for competitive keywords like video SEO, keyword research, on-page SEO, and more. So without further ado, let's kick things off with strategy number 1, link roundups. Imagine if people publish blog posts for the sole purpose of linking out to quality content. The type of quality content that you already publish on your site. That would be awesome, right? Fortunately for us, that's a real thing. And they're called link roundups. Here's an example of a link roundup. So what are link roundups exactly? Link roundups are daily, weekly, or monthly blog posts that curate and link to outstanding content. For example, this is a link that I recently built from a roundup. Now let's break down the exact process that I used to get that link. First, you need to find link roundups in your industry. And here are a few search strings that work.
Looking for the right keywords to make your business visible? Use
really well. Just pop these search strings into Google and you should find tons of high quality roundups. And once you find a link roundup that seems like a good fit, it's time to pitch your content. Here's the email script that I personally use. You want to send this script to the person that runs the roundup. As you can see, this script isn't pushy or spammy. I just let the person know that my content exists and gently suggest that they include it in their next roundup. And if your post is a good fit for that person's roundup, you'll get a sweet link. That's all there is to it. With that, it's time for our second strategy, broken link building. Broken link building is one of my all-time favorite link building strategies. Why? You see, when most people build links, they send generic pitches that offer zero value. Can I have a link, please? Thank you. Send. But with broken link building, you add value to someone's website, then ask for a link. Here's the step-by-step process. First, add Check My Links to Google Chrome. Check My Links is a free Google Chrome extension that finds broken links on any page. I'll show you how to use this tool in a minute. But for now, let's move on to step number 2. Find a site that you want to get a link from. You probably already have a few sites in mind. If not, just Google keywords related to your industry. The sites that show up in the search results are great sites to get backlinks from. For example, last year I wanted to build links to this list of SEO tools. So I Googled things like SEO checklist and SEO tutorial. Next, it's time to check for broken links. To do this, just visit a few pages on the site you just found and run the Check My Links extension. This will reveal all the broken links on that page. Finally, let the site owner know about their broken link and offer your content as a replacement. For example, when I find a broken link on someone's site, I send them this email. Note how personalized my email is. The more you personalize your email, the more links you'll get. Anyway, when they replied to my message, I sent them the URL of the broken link. I also pitched my SEO tools post as a replacement for the dead link. And because I added value first, then asked for something in return, people were happy to link to me. And now it's time for strategy number 3, build links from podcasts. A few months ago, I was checking out where one of the sites in my niche got their backlinks from. And I noticed that a big chunk of their backlinks came from going on podcasts. So I decided to become a guest on as many podcasts as I could. In fact, I appeared on over 50 podcasts over the next year and a half. Not only did these podcasts send some serious traffic my way, but they resulted in tons of high quality backlinks. Moving right along to our next technique, create branded strategies and methods. A few years ago, I was searching for some productivity tips, and I came across this post by Merlin Mann. In this post, Merlin outlines something called Inbox Zero, a productivity approach where you use your inbox as your to-do list. But that wasn't what grabbed my attention. What shocked me was that this simple idea generated over 5,000 backlinks. And when I looked over those backlinks, I noticed a pattern. Most people linked to the page because it outlined a strategy with a unique name, Inbox Zero. That's when I decided that I would try naming my strategies too. So the next time I talked about a strategy on my blog, I called it the skyscraper technique. So how did it go? The post where I first mentioned the skyscraper technique has been linked to over 9,000 times. And if you look at those links, 90% of them are due to the fact that I gave my strategy a unique branded name. Okay, moving right along to strategy number 5, become a source for reporters and bloggers. Here's the deal. If you want to rank on the first page of Google today, you need to build links from authority news sites and blogs in your industry. Fortunately, this isn't as hard as it probably sounds. In fact, it's very doable thanks to a free service called Harrow. Harrow is like a dating site for public relations. Harrow connects bloggers and journalists that need sources to people that want links and press mentions. And I've personally used Harrow to build links for mega news sites like entrepreneur.com. To be clear, this strategy takes work, and it's not always easy. But in my experience, it's one of the best ways to build quality backlinks at scale. With that, let's dive into the step-by-step process.
Great. So I think that's enough, and I hope you have understood the strategies that he has shared. So let me also explain you that those strategies which are not mentioned in my slides, but that we have learned from him as an expert, as he already is doing SEO. He is an expert in a field of SEO. He is providing third-party services to other companies. So the first technique that he was talking about is called as link roundup. Link roundup is actually a technique where you create links with people who are relevant to your blog post, who are from the same industry, and how to find them. Just you just have to type those keywords which are your keywords, and you have to find out the top organic results, and you have tried to connect to them. You just have to send them a simple email asking them to connect with you and telling them that this is how your post is complementing their post. Their post may be lacking some information which is being replenished by your post. So this kind of relations you can build with other bloggers. The another thing is called as broken link strategy. So in this broken link strategy, you have to find out the topmost organic websites and you have to check those websites. Once you check those websites and you find some kind of a flaw or some kind of a problem or error in any of their pages, try to contact the blogger because they are already ranking high in Google. They do not want to go down. And if you are telling them about a problem in their website which can cause a problem to them, they are definitely going to listen to you. Now, if you are pointing and telling them that this is a problem in your website, you also come up with a solution. That this is a solution. For example, if this content is not good, you can add link of my website to this content and this can be fixed in this particular page. So you find out the broken links in your competitor's blog, tell them, help them to fix it up, and then ask them to link with your website. So you directly cannot ask some stranger to help you, but first you help that stranger, and then you ask that stranger to help you back. He can easily help you, right? So this is a perfect strategy. If I help you and then in turn I want your help, you will easily help me, right? So this is what he was saying, that this is what you can do as a blogger, just help them uh, create link with yourself, just help them solve the problem in their website, and you now tell them that this is how they can relate their link to. Next, he was talking about uh, a lot of online resources, a lot of online platforms where you can meet up with the journalist and the reporters or the people who write news. Now the people who are writing news on internet, they are very famous, because they are actually writing something which is currently going on in trend. So if you connect with those articles which are news websites or which are news blogs, then definitely you are going to increase your traffic. Point number one is that they are high authority websites, right? So if you connect yourself with high authority website, then definitely your rank is going to go up. So there are some online platforms where the bloggers can actually meet the news writers, the journalists, the reporters, and ask them to add their website's link in their news page. He said that it is difficult, it takes time, but once you are in SEO industry, you have to gradually make relations with people around you in the industry so that you can also get a good linking. Another very interesting technique that he told was, whatever strategy you come up with SEO, these are all strategies that I'm telling you, they are not written anywhere in the books. There is a no foolproof book of SEO that is going to give you strategy. Once you are in the field, once you are a SEO practitioner, you are working for 2 years, 3 years, you yourself understand certain strategies which other people are using. So if you are using a new strategy and you name that strategy, for example, he has used a strategy and he has named that strategy as a skyscraper technique, right? The other people who are reading, who are in the same industry, when they read their blog and they read this interesting name called skyscraper strategy, they are definitely going to take interest in that. And whenever we want to add new things in our articles, so if I'm writing a blog on SEO, I will definitely want my blog. I'm to write this new word skyscraper technique in my blog. So I will write skyscraper technique, and once I'm writing that, I'm definitely going to give a backlink to the parent website where I have read and I have understood the concept of skyscraper technique. So whatever strategy you are using, new strategy which is not existing in the market, and you are using it, give it a name and highlight it very much. Write 10, 20 articles on that particular technique so everybody reads it and everybody understands that this is something which is given by you, this is something which is generated by you. So everybody will link with your that particular page in which skyscraper technique has been written, right? So this is also a very good technique. So this was a very good video in which just 5 minutes of time we have learned a lot of techniques. If you watch more and more tutorials on YouTube, if you read more and more blogs on SEO, you are going to increase your knowledge on SEO because the strategies and the techniques for off-page search engine optimization are endless. Internet is flooded with these kind of strategies. In the lectures, the strategies which I'm using are some foolproof classic strategies that everybody is using. Okay, I try to show you some videos to give you some glimpse of what happens in the practical industry, what experts are doing from their mouth only. They are telling you how do they do it. So try to not just rely on the slide. If you are seriously interested in this topic, do not over rely on the slides. They are just for your guidance. Lectures are just for your guidance. But if you want to increase your knowledge, start reading, start watching tutorials, become a member of a community that talks about SEO on Instagram, on Facebook. The more you read, the more you observe, the more you relate, you are going to learn more. And the day you'll actually start with your own website and you'll actually try to work on search engine optimization, these are the things that are going to help you in your professional life. Okay. Now, the next technique that we are going to talk about is called as blog commenting. Now, what is blog commenting? Blog commenting, you have to find out the top rated blogs and relevant blogs and comment on that section to increase the traffic. So, what do you do? The very easy thing is you just find out the blogs which are very famous, which are getting thousands of comments, which have a high engagement rate, or through Google you can find out the blogs which are getting highest amount of traffic, right? What you have to do is you have to comment on that particular blog, right? Once you comment on those blogs, then what happens is that people start noticing you. because you also belong to the same industry, you are also writing blogs about that. So if you comment on particular thing, people read your comments, what happens is that people get to know about your website and they can go to website by just clicking on the links, right? So you should not do like uh, on the first go only you start giving your links, but you should start it gradually. First, you write good comments, appreciable comments on the top bloggers to the top bloggers, gain good goodwill in the market, you know, and then you start commenting on those blogs by giving link of your blogs also. You must have seen that uh, on Quora.com, the online forums actually, when we talk about online forums, they are a good source of traffic. So if somebody has asked a question and expecting some answers from you, it is a good idea to write comments on that particular blog. So I'm going to show you that how this technique works. So the keywords that I've used in Google is off-page SEO, and this is one of the topmost organic results that I got on Google. And I have opened up this page. So this is the regular blog that you see. This is a beautiful infographic. I'm sorry. Yes, this is a very beautiful infographic which is given, which describes you and differentiates you on page and off page optimization. Very nice content. Bullets are given, hyperlinks are given, H1, H2 tags are there. Again, a beautiful picture on infographic, right? What are these? These are H1, H2 tags, blog directories, forum signatures, comments, like article directories. These are F1, F2, H1, H2 tags. Heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. These are heading 1, 2, 3 tags. After that, let's come to the end of the article. This is all backlinks, right? It's a blue color text, and once you put your cursor on this, you can go to a website you want to reach, and this is the same website. So this is called as internal linking. He has internally linked his pages. Now let's come to the bottom part of the page. Right. So here you can see that a lot of people have written comments. Okay. What are these all comments? These are the comments which the people who are reading these blogs, they are writing comments. As a good blogger, uh, you have to reply back on those comments. Uh, for example, let's see this comment. Komal Kaur, she is an Indian, and she's reading this. She has read this blog and she's writing that, hello Alex, first of all I give you thanks so much as you shared a great information about the off page and on page SEO. I'm really impressed by your writing style. One thing I want to ask you, why we use the no follow tags, what is the pros and cons? I'm a beginner in the field, so please clear my doubt. Thank you once again. And then what he has done, he has given a link that answers her question, right? So that is a very intelligent way of answering the comment. Who is he? Alex Chris. Alex Chris is the person who has written this blog on this particular page. This website belongs to him. Reliable Soft, which is a digital marketing agency, it belongs to him. He is the owner, Alex Chris. And look at the engagement, the kind of engagement that he shows to the clients or the people who are reading their blog. Impressive work, Alex. Nice research done. In my view, both on and off page is important for good ranking. Thanks for the rich information. Right? So, if you are starting with it, if you have a new website, try using these strategies. Through these strategies, you can gel up with the bloggers who are very, uh, who are very popular, who have very high ranking in Google. Always comment them, always appreciate them. if you want to suggest anything, well and good, but try to make a kind of connection with that blogger by continuously commenting on all the blogs that he is writing. A day will come when you share when you both share a good bond, and then you can ask to add a backlink from his website to your website, because he's the person who is topping on organic ranking, right? So this is also a process. See, he has commented on this also. Pranav is asking, when thinking about link building, don't take the easy way, but try to get links from hard to get places. I think nowadays with Google new updates about backlinks, less backlinks generate better results. He has replied, I agree with you. The more difficult it is to get a backlink, the more valuable it is, right? So look at the blogger and look at the people who are commenting on that. So try to be the person who's regularly commenting on a topmost and popular blogger, so that you can create a good relation with that particular blogger. You create some position of yourself in the industry, and then slowly and gradually you can ask them to add a backlink of your website to their page. नेक्स्ट थिंग इज, सो वी हैव अंडरस्टूड अबाउट ब्लॉग कमेंटिंग, राइट? अभी आपको समझ आ गया होगा कि ब्लॉग कमेंटिंग में कैसे जाना है, ठीक है? नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड इज आर्टिकल डायरेक्टरीज. So we have article directories also, we have blog directories also, and we have article directories also. If you publish your article in article directories, you will get a backlink to your website. Mainly directories accept only original content. So you can go and register yourself in article directories where people can, read your article. Next thing is share content directories. In shared content directories, websites like Hub Pages or InfoBearer allow you to publish your content, and in return you can add a link favoring to your website. So we have some websites which act as a platform for all the bloggers to write their blog post. So you can act as a guest blogger, and it is not necessary that you own a website and then you are writing articles in your own website, but you have to explore other places also where you can write your articles. So Hub Pages is the same kind of the platform, uh, where you can share your article and become a guest blogger, and you can share your thinking or about that, so that you know you are attracting traffic from the Hub Pages, which is like article. Okay, so shared content directories are something which anybody can add their blog on. Your blog will go for initial screening. If they find your blog good enough to be published, they will publish your blogs, right? So I am just going to open a window that is going to show you how Hub Pages looks like, right? So I hope this is visible to you. This is hubpages.com, and this is actually a a blogging website where you can write blogs on any area, right? On any area you can act as a guest blogger and you can write blogs. For example, this section talks about pet. So if you're writing articles on pets, right, you can write, act as a guest blogger and write an article on how to temperament your dog test, what type of kitty litter and box should I use, instant tips to improve your understanding of rabbit body language, right? So these all articles are on pet, and these three articles are not written by a single person, but different bloggers. They come from different countries, they come from different areas of the world, but they share the same interest, and they want to increase the traffic on their personal website. That's why they are acting as a guest blogger in this particular website, where they can write an article on this. So I have clicked on this dogs article and I was landed on this particular page which talk about pets, and a very sweet, beautiful video on pets is there, how to test your newly adopted shelter's dog personality, and some beautiful images are given, and some good content about them is given. And if you can see that the name of the author is written here, Ruby Schmack, and there is a hyperlink on this name, right? If I click my cursor here, there is a hyperlink. So once I click on this particular link, I will land on her particular blog, right? So this is how she is driving traffic from her pages to her own particular, blog. So she has written this blog, great pictures, great H1, H2 tag, tabular formulation she have used, right? And let's see if she has given some, yes, she has given references, and you can find out comments also, right? Comments are also given. So this is how you can attract traffic to your website by giving links, by acting as a guest blogger in some famous blogging website. You can become a part of that, and you can become a guest blogger and drive traffic towards your website. Now the next technique is called as link exchange techniques. So as the name suggests that, if you are two competitors, you are on first position, the other is on second position in organic ranking, you can do vice versa. You can tell your competitor that I am giving your one link, and you also give your one link in my web pages. So both of them are exchanging links, and in turn both of them are attracting traffic from their competitors equally. So this is again a very good technique, but this happens when you are old enough in the industry, when you have experience, you have links, you have contacts, people can trust you, then only people are happy to exchange links with you. Another important thing is through social media. So one thing we have to remember about social media that I keep on telling you is that social media doesn't increase your organic ranking. Just connecting your page to a particular social media website is not going to improve your ranking. But the traffic that you're getting from social media, that can increase your ranking. So social media is again a good platform. Influencer marketing you can use, creating some innovative stuff on Facebook and Instagram can improve your ranking. Next is social bookmarking. What is social bookmarking? This can be done by promoting your blogs on famous websites like Reddit, Pinterest, Dig.com, StumbleUpon.com. So these are all very famous websites. Reddit is a famous social media news website. StumbleUpon is also a social media website where people go to read blogs. So these are the famous platforms where people search for blogs, right? So if you give your sponsorship advertisement, do a paid partnership with them, then also you can build links, right? So on Twitter, how to go about it? First, simply posting links, images, content with your account means you will have technically bookmarked them. You could then go back through your account to find things again. On the top of that, you can also use the like button of certain tweets. Many people use that to bookmark interesting things they find and go back to them in future. So this is how you use Twitter. Now, Pinterest goes from the show don't tell approach to marketing, and with 7 million users, it's been very successful. One of its users are women, and 42% of US adult women online have an account. right? So Pinterest is like a online album collection of beautiful photos. There also you can showcase your articles, or you can tag the photos that you have used in your articles in Pinterest, so that you can drive traffic from Pinterest to your accounts. Guest blogging, I've already explained you what guest blogging is all about. So this is how we go for off-page optimization. We have covered a lot of strategies which can be used in off-page optimization, and I hope you have understood all the strategies very well, right? So I think that's enough for today. We have completed off-page optimization today. We have learned a lot of techniques. We have seen a lot of videos. We have seen a demonstration of guest blogging. We have seen demonstration of various other things, you know, so that I tried you to make you understand what is off-page optimization. Again, one thing I'm going to emphasize is on that don't over rely on the slides and on the lectures. This is just for your for your guiding, right? If you want to get a good information, detailed information, then follow a blogger, read blogs, watch as many tutorials as possible on YouTube to learn new techniques of uh, off-page SEO. And if you want, we can discuss them in class also. So if you come up with any technique that I have missed out or I have not discussed in class, you can tell me and we can discuss it in the class itself, right? But the techniques which I'm discussing in class, these are the classic techniques and the most popular techniques that most of the bloggers are using, right? But in this industry, if you are different from others, if you are using what others are not using, then only you are going to uh, gain success, or you are going to increase your ranking. So continuously upgrading your knowledge according to time, according to updations in Google algorithm is very important, right? So I think that's enough for today. Thank you so much for joining. I am ending the recording now.